Hey guys, it's Randy. I just pulled into the bins and it's always crazy on the weekends, so we'll see what I get into. I just discovered the bins from Sydney Yarborough's blog about Poshmark reselling and trying to take your boutique or your closet and instead of just clearing out stuff in your own closet, trying to source for it. So the bins is one of the resources she uses for sourcing. So I don't know if you know what the bins are. Some people were asking what the bins were. And basically, you've heard of Goodwill before. Goodwill is a for-profit donation center. So it is for a good cause, but it's not just for a good cause. Say you have stuff you want to donate, you can either go to the big semi-haulers that are maybe parked outside of your grocery store, or you can go to a Goodwill store and just drop off all your stuff. And then they sort through it all, they put a sticker on it, and at the retail locations, they're obviously trying to make a profit. So after stuff is there for so long and doesn't sell, all of the stuff that Goodwill can't sell, at all the locations in a region, they get taken to the Goodwill Clearance Center or the Goodwill Outlet Store, and they don't have racks. They don't try to make things look nice and put them on hangers on display. They literally just put them in these big linen bins. When I say bins, think of hotel laundry bins, these big rolling things that they take all the sheets off at a hotel and they just push them, down the maintenance hallways. That's what the bins are. At least at this location that I go to. I'm in North Las Vegas, so it's pretty rough here. There's a different clearance center down by the Strip, but both areas are pretty rough if you're in the Las Vegas area. I also went binning in Southern California, in Torrance, and that was a whole different situation as well. So each region's bins or clearance centers or Goodwill outlets are different. So a lot of people wear gloves because sometimes ceramic items get thrown into the bins, and when you're digging through looking for treasures or treasure hunting, you could get cut. Somebody brought up a really good point. It's kind of gross. A discussion came up on a blog about whether you wash your items. Some people have found items that had bugs in them. You don't know where these clothes come from. Literally, somebody's brought up a morbid thought, but they could have been on a dead body. That's a bit extreme. I think for the most part, these are garage sale items that maybe people had garage sales and they couldn't sell them, so they just drop them off at Goodwill. So you can source at Goodwill, you can source at Salvation Army, you can go yard selling, you can go garage selling, you can go raid clearance racks at Macy's, Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, any of those things. So wherever you find treasures, basically when you're reselling on Posh, if you're not selling something that's new with tags, you're on your own for the sourcing. So everybody kind of has their own little secrets for how they find things that sell well in their closet. And each closet is going to reflect a different consumer. So if you're a teenage girl and you're doing this for, shopping money on the weekend, and you're a size 2 and you're selling your own clothes and you have a youthful look, you might attract that kind of customer. So and it's regional. So I know brands that are down in the South, like Under Armour seems to be pretty popular there. Miss Me jeans with the embellishments and the bedazzled butt pockets seem to go really well. But if you're selling to Washington, Portland, it might be more Patagonia brands, Birkenstock, kind of like granola head, hippie vibe. So every region and every closet has a different demographic. So you've got to figure out what you're drawing to yours. And you can actually go into seller tools in Poshmark and you can look at and run reports for what you've sold in the last year, or if you want to look at the last month worth of sales, and you can go and you can see what your most profitable items are. You can actually go and see what states your buyers are buying from too. So that might help you cater a little bit more if you know what kind of eyes are watching your closet, because when you share in the Poshmark feed, they go to all your followers. So who's following you? So that's good to know too. So anyways, I'm going to go into the bins and then I'll do a follow-up video and talk about if I found anything good. Last time I was here, I found a Tommy Hilfiger jacket, a puffer jacket. It's Vegas and it's June and it's 90 degrees. So this would be interesting to hear if you're finding out the same thing, but I'm basically finding things for the fall season right now. I do find some lighter weight summer things. The other good thing about the bins is they don't charge per item. They charge for the weight. So if you can go get a big IKEA bag or some kind of big bag that you can throw your goodies into, Just look for the good brands first. We can do another video about that later. Look for the brands that sell, throw them in your bag, and then maybe go off into a corner and kind of go through everything to make sure there's no rips, tears, stains, buttons missing, holes in the armpits. If you're looking at pants or maxi dresses, make sure the bottoms aren't frayed. So there's little tips like that too. So I'm relatively new to this whole bin thing, so I've just been geeking out on the internet, watching all kinds of different YouTube videos. I've been following Sydney Yarborough, I've been following Nicole State, a couple other people, I don't remember their names, and everybody kind of has a different spin on it, but I feel like I'm not really getting spot on representation for my market, so I'm in Vegas and I'm going to do it from the Vegas point of view. I'm also going to Posh Fest for the first time this year, and I'm sure I'll learn a ton of stuff there. So yay! If you're going to Posh Fest, let me know. I'd actually like to meet with people and discuss any kind of tips and tricks about stain removal. Obviously you try to find things without stains, but sometimes you find an awesome item that's designer and then you go to photograph it and you're like, oh man, I didn't see that. So I'd love to get together a group of people that are also doing this and just kind of toss ideas back and forth. I'll probably start a Facebook group as well, because I'm super into this. And I've been doing this since 2014. So although I'm new to bins, I've been on Poshmark for years. I'm a Posh ambassador, I'm a Posh affiliate. I've just always done it kind of on the side and cleaning out my own closet and kind of one thing in, one thing out. I moved from Las Vegas in 2015 to California with a boyfriend into like a 900 square foot house, and he did not appreciate me bringing all the stuff that was going to sell on Poshmark and completely filling the closet from top to bottom, side to side. Literally, you'd open the door and it would just be like hoarder style stuffed. And he's like, you're not buying any more stuff. One thing in, one thing out. And that's kind of what started the mass listing on Posh. But now it's intrigued me, and I'm like, is there really a way to make money on this, or is it just kind of a way to have a virtual garage sale? So I'm experimenting with a lot of things. I do have a different job, but I'm full-time freelance right now, and I own my own business. So summer is slow time for me, so I have time to kind of putz around with this stuff and see what we can make work and see what we can make. But I did just make a sale on a Batman t-shirt that I found at this exact place. So we'll see what the statistics are. I'm big on spreadsheets and numbers and pie charts about consumer demographics and the buyers to my closet. So we'll talk about that later, but this is kind of a mishmash of a video, but I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Randy from Las Vegas, part of Sydney Yarborough's group. She's awesome. She's taught a lot of tips. This whole bin thing I found out through her last weekend, and I've probably been here 3 times since, and probably gone through and picked through the sales racks at Macy's and Dillard's and the TJ Maxx by my house. I've been going nuts this last week. I've got way too much time on my hands to try to crack the code on this Poshmark store thing. But I don't know, when I'm focused on something, I'm pretty laser focused. I gotta beat it over the head until I give up on it. So I think there might be something there. So there are people that are claiming that they're making $15,000 a month on sales and making $8,000 or $15,000 a month on sales, $8,000 in their pocket. So that's not chump change. So I'd rather do that than work a 9 to 5 and have to request for time off and ask for vacation time and all of that. So work smarter, not harder. Stop trading hours for dollars. But that's kind of the whole thought behind this. So we'll see what I find in there. I'll talk to you later. Bye.